Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation. And we're grateful to live, learn, and serve on this land. We carry that responsibility with humility and respect. La cérémonie d'aujourd'hui nous rappelle avec force que ce que nous pouvons accomplir en unissant nos efforts pour atteindre un objectif. Elle est le fruit de la collaboration, du dévouement et d'un vœu de mémoire commune. To our veterans, active service members, and their families, thank you. Thank you for your courage, for your sacrifice, and your continued service to Canada. We are forever in your debt. And I want to take a moment to recognize Donald Encorn from the New Hamburg Legion, the gentleman that raised this flag. It was Donald's thoughtful idea that became a starting point for today's ceremony. Alongside many others from the New Hamburg Legion, it's his dedication that helped bring this vision to life. So thank you, Donald, and thank you to everyone who played a role in making this day possible. Flags are more than symbols, they are statements. When we raise a flag, we raise a message. And the poppy flag with its bold red flower and the words "Lest we forget" is a solemn tribute to those who served, those who sacrificed, and those whose legacy endures across Canada. Aujourd'hui, nous soulignons également les débuts de campagne de coquelicots d'un bout à de l'autre du Canada. À partir d'aujourd'hui et jusqu'au jour du souvenir, les Canadiens porteront les coquelicots en guise de promesse de ne jamais oublier. Cette campagne rend non seulement hommage à nos anciens combattants, mais elle les soutient. Chaque don est directement affecté à des programmes d'aide aux anciens combattants et leurs familles. The poppy itself carries deep meaning. Inspired by Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae's poem in Flanders Field, the red poppy has become a global symbol of remembrance. It reminds us of lives lost, families affected, and the torch we are asked to carry forward. So let this flag be a promise that we will remember, that we will honor, and that we will continue to support veterans and their families. So at this point, I would like to introduce the Honorable Jill McKnight, Minister of Veterans Affairs. Thank you.
Bonjour tout le monde. Thank you, Tim. Veterans.
Just gonna bring this down so we can see you.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you go.
Thank
There
you.
go.
Veterans, current serving CAF members, family members, and friends. It's an honor to stand on Parliament Hill as we raise the poppy flag today. The poppy is a powerful symbol of gratitude for all who have served in uniform. It reminds us to honor the fallen, to support veterans and their families, and to reflect on the freedoms we enjoy today because of their service. In the days ahead, Canadians will wear it with pride. From the battlefields of the Second World War and Korea to missions in the Persian Gulf, Bosnia, and Afghanistan, through peacekeeping and humanitarian work at home and abroad, the spirit of Canadian military service has remained strong and unwavering across generations. This year, we've marked milestone moments from our military history. The 80th anniversaries of the liberation of the Netherlands, of victory in Europe, of victory in Asia and the Pacific, and the end of the Second World War. This year is also the 110th anniversary of In Flanders Fields, written by Canadian military physician, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. Born of war, the poem has become a global symbol of remembrance, adopted by our allies, taught in classrooms, spoken at ceremonies, and forever linked to the red poppy. These are words that speak to the dedication of those who have answered the call, both past and present. Like the members of the Canadian Armed Forces who delivered humanitarian aid to Haiti after the devastating 2010 earthquake, or those who spent 4 days sailing to the American Gulf Coast in 2005 to bring much-needed aid following Hurricane Katrina. Today, the Canadian Armed Forces continue to serve in 37 active missions around the world to protect our sovereignty and uphold peace. Likewise, members of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have deployed in peace and security building missions in Haiti, Ukraine, Kosovo, the Middle East, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and beyond. Many of you will know somebody who has served. Perhaps they're here today, who's proudly worn the uniform and now strengthens our community in other ways. Reach out to them, shake their hand, listen to their story, and be inspired by their service. What we have today, we owe to them and to all who served before. They have passed the torch to us. Let us forever hold it high, lest we forget. Thank you.
Next up, I would like to introduce Mr. Randy Haley, the National Executive Director of the Royal Canadian Legion.
Thank you, and good morning to everybody. On behalf of the Royal Canadian Legion, our Dominion President, Berkeley Lawrence, and our 270,000 Legion members across the country, I extend a warm, if not a dry, welcome to everybody here today. I personally want to thank everybody involved for the invitation today to this inaugural flag-raising ceremony, as this is also the start of our 2025 National Poppy campaign. Between now and November 11th, 1,350 local Legion branches will distribute close to 20 million poppies to Canadians. Of course, this will make sure that we never forget the sacrifices made that have ensured the freedoms and the peace that we enjoy today. It is quite fitting that this initiative was launched by our local New Hamburg branch, because the Poppy campaign is really a local branch initiative. As I said, close to 20 million poppies will be distributed across Canada in every city, town, and community over the coming 11 days. Donations made to that Poppy campaign stay local, and they go to locally support the local veterans and their family members. As the Royal Canadian Legion prepares to celebrate our 100th anniversary next year in 2026, we reflect on our past century, and as guardians of remembrance, we want to thank everybody who has supported our mission of supporting veterans and remembrance, and we thank those who will take the time to remember our fallen service members during this time of remembrance, lest we forget. Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Ms. Connie Mackay, Royal Canadian Legion Branch, number 532, New Hamburg. Can I help you in any way? Take your ride.
There we go. I just sort of stand this way.
Perfect.
Is that good? Okay. I was asked to just sort of give a short speech about how we came to be here today. I think Tim pretty much summed it up with the one word, Donald and Corin. In 2022, our branch was approached by Donald and Corin, retired veteran of the Canadian Forces for 33 years, and he expressed a concern that struck a chord. While many flags flew at Parliament Hill, the Lest We Forget Poppy banner, symbolizing the service and sacrifice of our veterans, was absent, and he believed that needed to change. Following Remembrance Day that year, Donald contacted our branch and the office of MP Tim Louis to explore how the banner might be flown both locally at Castle Kilbride in New Hamburg and nationally here on Parliament Hill. In November 2023, we proudly saw the banner raised at Castle Kilbride. At the federal level, MP Louis and his staff provided guidance, but Donald needed an organization to formally support his application. He turned to our membership, and we stood behind him. We completed the application, and not long after it was approved. Actually, surprisingly short time after it was approved. Our branch has since moved a resolution to have this flag, or this banner, flown annually at all provincial legislative buildings and on Parliament Hill. That resolution is currently at the district level, making its way towards Dominion Command. This effort, driven by Donald and embraced by our Legion, is not just about the banner. It is about honoring the past and present veterans who have proudly served this great country and remembering the many who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you.
Well, at this time, if I may introduce Chief Petty Officer, 2nd Class Retired, Donald Encorn. Here.
Thanks, Tim. Minister McKnight, distinguished guests, thank you very much for attending this ceremony today. It has been 2 years to get where we are here today. I know items can take much longer to get through or achieve on Parliament Hill, so 2 years was really good timing. It was light speed, yes. I wanted to thank Tim Louis and his staff for helping make this happen on the Hill today. Also, I want to thank the members of the Royal Canadian Legion 532 in New Hamburg and for those from the branch who attended today. My mission here was to get the Lest We Forget flag to fly on Parliament Hill for the past and present veterans, but also for those who paid the ultimate sacrifice in serving this great country of ours. Thank you.
Honoring our vets is a nonpartisan issue, so we have members from multiple parties here. So, Mr. Kibble from the Conservative Party, I would love to say a few words. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Jeff Kibble from Couch Malahat Langford on beautiful Vancouver Island, and I'm humbled to be here today for this ceremony and the flag raising. Truly wonderful to mark the start of Remembrance Week, a time when we remember those who are no longer with us, those who are with us, those who served and those who continue to serve, and their families. A very special time. And I know that members of Parliament will be returning to their ridings across Canada and going out and going to the Cenotaphs on Remembrance Day, representing the Government of Canada, and it's such an important event. Myself, I will be in Duncan with a veteran, a 103-year-old, the last Spitfire fighter pilot who served in World War II. And it's times like this that we remember their service. And I'd also like to quickly thank the Legion for the excellent work that they do around Canada, not just Remembrance Week, but year-round. The programs, the fundraising that they do through the Poppy campaign and through so many other programs supporting veterans. They do amazing work, and I would really like to acknowledge that and thank them, lest we forget.
And also from the NDP Party, Mr. Johns, can you say a few words?
Oh, thank you so much, Tim. First, it's great to be joining you here today in Ottawa on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people, and to raise our salute to their flag in honor of the start of the 2025 Poppy campaign. And first, I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to the Royal Canadian Legion and all 1,350 branches from coast to coast to coast, including in my riding where they're doing a Poppy campaign launch in Parksville and Qualicum. So this touches each and every one of us, and I know how important it is, the Poppy Fund campaign, and how it supports military and RCMP veterans and their families. And I just can't say enough my gratitude to Tim for organizing the first ever inaugural launch of the campaign, and the New Hamburg Legion for sponsoring it, and the important work that's been done by yourself and your members. And thank you, Minister McKnight, for your important words. I really appreciate how you describe the vastness and the impact of military and RCMP veterans in our history. And thank you, MP Kibble, for your service to our country. This is a nonpartisan issue, and it's important we stand together. And I'm proud to stand and join you today as we begin this important season of remembrance. And my sincere thanks again to your leadership in today's flag raising, a tradition that unites us in our community in remembrance, gratitude, and service. To veterans, serving members, families, and cadets, thank you for your service and for the example you set every single day. And thank you to the volunteers and local businesses who make this campaign possible. I encourage everyone watching to wear a poppy with pride and to give generously so veterans and their families may receive the support they deserve, lest we forget.
Close this event off. Thank you. As we close today's ceremony, I want my heartfelt thanks to everyone who helped make this moment possible, specifically everyone on my staff who also worked so hard for a long time to make this happen, and working very well with the New Hamburg Legion. This flag reminds us the enduring legacy of our veterans, the importance of supporting them and their families, not just today, but every day. Gardons à l'esprit la signification de cette journée pendant la semaine des vétérans, à l'occasion du jour du souvenir, et tout au long de l'année. So let us wear this poppy with pride, let us share its story, and continue to honor the memory of those who came before us. Thank you all for being here, lest we forget.
Thank you for all the work.